Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Thor and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Thor's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give Thor when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash. He keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that we give, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on his training collar. He's going to go home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that during your follow-up training session. Now Thor is sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And one of your biggest problems with Thor has been walking him, so we're going to demonstrate that first, and the command is Thor heel. Now at this point Thor has a job to do, and that is to stay even with your left leg when walking. Not lunging out, not forging ahead, not lagging behind, but staying right next to you. And each time that you stop your feet, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And he gets a little pat for praise when he sits automatically. So when you're walking down the street and you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. Now if he doesn't sit automatically, the command would be no sit. But he's sitting beautifully without any type of correction. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Your long sit stay can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. You're going to start out at about 30 seconds and you're going to slowly work up over the next several months to a 3-minute long sit stay. When Fred returns back to him, he goes back to heel, right back to his shoulders where they started, and at this point Thor expects to get another command. And they take off heeling again. Now, as with most bully breeds, especially giant ones, he's a little slow. He's not real military in his commands, but clearly there's a considerable improvement in his walking, not dragging you, looking up at you, sitting when you stop, staying when you tell him to stay. Fred walked out to the end of his leash and he turned to face him, and this time instead of returning back to him, Fred is calling him. And this is the come on command, and the command is Thor come, and he sits. He doesn't mug you. He's been working hard this morning, so he's starting to feel it now. He gets tired. And this is a good way to tire your puppy out. You put your video on, you work with your video, and you can see that he is getting tired. And it's not hot out. Fred leaves him in another sit stay. He's going to demonstrate that come on command again. So when you leave him in a stay, make your voice firm, turn to face him, and then when you call him, you use Thor come, and he should sit. Very good boy. Now the next command that we're going to be demonstrating is not Thor's favorite. It is the down on command, and he has just learned this. So we're going to see how he does demonstrating it for you on video. Now with the down we are using food because it's a skill that he's just learning. You're going to take your hand and push it straight down toward the ground with the food and tell him to down. Very good boy, Thor. So that is your down command. And we're going to continue to work on that for as he's down and stay. Fred returns back to his shoulders. So we have demonstrated for you his heel, his automatic sit, his sit, stay, his down, and his come. These are the commands that he's learned while he's been here. We're going to have written instruction for you when you come to get him. We've enjoyed this big baby, and we will see you very soon.